Hello everyone, and welcome to another long-distance pet transportation adventure with yours truly, Doug the Dog Guy. I just landed here in Denver, Colorado, and picked up this rental car, and I am about to drive out to Silverthorne, Colorado, which is about 2 hours west of here, and I will be picking up two dogs that you guys have already met, Basher and Shifu. They are quickly becoming some of my most frequent riders. I absolutely love those dogs. And over the next week, we'll be driving all the way back across the country to Miami, Florida. So this is going to be a really awesome journey. Hit that subscribe button and come along with us. All right, guys, I just picked up Basher and Shifu. I'm so excited to be reunited with these two. I absolutely love these two, and they are just so much fun to travel with. I just got them buckled in, and I got their air tags on, and their locations will be shared to their parents so they can track our exact location on our journey across the country here. If you guys are new to the channel here, I own Bad to the Bone Pet Care, and I offer private long-distance pet transportation. I actually typically drive the dogs in their parents' car, so they're getting pet and vehicle transportation all in one. But on this gig here, I am driving them in a rental car. I do always recommend the dogs are transported in a crate because that is the safest way to transport dogs. But as I have said in other videos here on the channel, that when I'm flying across the country and then transporting the dogs in their parents' car or in a rental car, I kind of have to go along with the supplies that they are giving me and go with their wishes and their desires. So with that being said, we are going to be stopping in Limon, Colorado tonight. That's on the eastern side of Denver, so we have a couple hours to get back there. Right after I picked up the rental car, I did make a quick stop at Walmart and picked up some snacks for the road. So you can see here I got some grapes and some chips, some apple turnovers, beef jerky, and down there in the floor I got a full case of bottled water. I always like to start my pet transports with a little grocery run. I usually try to get a little bit healthier snacks than I did on this trip. All right, we made it here to a Quality Inn in Limon, Colorado. So that means we got about 250 miles of driving in on our first day. That's not including like the 9 hours of flying that I did to get here. So it's been a bit of a long day, but we're off to a really great start. The boys are eating dinner right now. We just took a little walk around the hotel and we saw a whole little family of rabbits. It was so cute. It's too dark outside to get it on video. And as we were leaving Silverthorne earlier, there was like a whole herd of bison off in the mountains. I couldn't get that on video either because I was driving through the mountains, but just beautiful. And seeing things like that and just getting to experience the world is exactly why I love doing long distance pet transportation so much. You know, it's like I'm getting paid to take a dog on a road trip. It's the most incredible thing ever. I say this in every one of my transport videos, but I'm just so grateful to have fallen into this line of work and to get to do this for a living. It's just a dream come true for a dream that I didn't even know that I had. Good morning, everyone. We had a great night here together in Limon, Colorado. I have no idea if I'm saying that right or not. It's probably lemon or something. I don't know. But these boys cuddled with me all night. On all of my pet transports, the dogs always sleep in bed with me. I really want them to feel at home and comfortable, and me too. I mean, I don't know what to do if I don't have a dog next to me at night either. So it's good for both of us, and I just love being able to love on the dogs and really build a relationship with them while we're on the road. So we just took a little walk here around the hotel. I'm about to go get gassed up and get some coffee. And then in just an hour and a half, we're going to stop and see the world's largest easel. Alrighty guys, we're here at the world's largest easel in Goodland, Kansas. This is a really cool roadside attraction here that I've been to on a few of my pet transports before. I've actually been here with Basher and Shifu before. This thing is 80 feet tall and weighs 45,000 pounds. This area of the country is known as like the sunflower capital, and they have a big sunflower festival here in Goodland every year. And this easel and the painting was created by a Canadian artist back in 2001 for that sunflower festival. I don't know why I know all that, but I remember all that from the last time that I was here. I cannot tell you what I ate for breakfast yesterday, but I can tell you the full history of a random easel in the middle of the country. So life is good. We are now at the world's largest Czech egg here in Wilson, Kansas. I've actually never been here before. It's really cool. This has been here since 2012 to commemorate this area's Czech heritage. It's 20 feet tall and 15 feet wide. We're getting a little walk in. It is super windy out here, so I hope this audio turns out okay. While we're stopped here in Wilson, I went ahead and got on Priceline and booked our room for the night. We are going to be staying at an Econo Lodge on the eastern side of Kansas City, which means that we only have about 4 hours left for the day. All right, guys, it's about 6 p.m. and we just got checked into the Econo Lodge here in Oak Grove, Missouri. We're right on the eastern side of Kansas City, which means that we did right at 600 miles of driving today. We had a great day on the road. It was smooth sailing, except for just a little bit of traffic when we went through Kansas City. A couple good stops. They have just slept the majority of the day, so it's been really nice. Weather's perfect here in Oak Grove, so we're getting a little walk-in around the motel right now. You guys can see that this is a drive-up motel, and I always try to book drive-up motels when I'm doing my long-distance pet transportation gigs because they just make it so much easier. You know, if you don't have to combat the elevator and strangers in the lobby and just all of the other things when you have to go inside of a hotel, it makes it so much easier just to pull straight up to the room, be able to take the dogs in and out, their supplies and everything. Good morning, everyone. We had a bit of a long night here in Oak Grove, Missouri. We had a huge storm roll in about 4 a.m. We were actually under a tornado watch, and it's been hailing for the last couple of hours. So the boys and I have been wide awake since 4 a.m. But today should be a pretty fun day for us because we are going to stop in St. Louis here in about 3 hours and see my friend Maris, who owns House of Paws Pet Care. We're going to meet her at a dog-friendly coffee shop, so I'll check in with you guys when we get there. All right, guys, we made it here to St. Louis, Missouri. I'm here with my friend Maris. She owns House of Paws Pet Care. I got to meet Miss Violet for the first time. She is the most perfect little baby. She's so happy and smiley. Maris, tell us a little bit about House of Paws.
Yeah, so House of Paws Pet Care is a dog-centric, so dog adventures, dog walking service. We service most of St. Louis County, a little bit of the city, or pushing out that way. We're a team of 25 plus sitters. Maybe 26. And we love doing what we do. We really kind of focus on the fear-free side of things and just, like I said, being dog-centric.
Yeah, Maris is so inspirational. If you don't follow her over on her Instagram, House of Paws Pet Care, I love her posts. Like literally half of my Bad to the Bone inspo folder is Maris's posts. So, and then we are here at Zoomies Pet Cafe. Basher and Shifu have been loving getting to run around in here. They got some doggy ice cream. It is such a cool place. I wish we had something like this down in Jacksonville. So tonight we are going to be staying on the south side of Nashville. So when I head out of here, I'm going to have a few more hours of driving left. Hopefully it wasn't as grueling as it was this morning for us.
Midwest weather, of course.
Yeah. So I'll check in with you guys in Nashville. Alrighty guys, it's about 7 p.m. and the boys and I just got checked into a Super 8 here in Nashville, Tennessee. And man, I should have knocked on wood or something when I said I hope the next couple hours aren't grueling when I was with Maris earlier, because it has been wild. Legitimately some of the worst hail I have ever driven through. Just torrential storms the last couple of hours. We've been going like 30 miles an hour on I-24, and as I was getting checked into the hotel here, I looked at the news, and ABC is saying that this is like a once-in-a-generation storm cycle that we're in. The dogs have had their CBD treats, so they're prepared for the storm to hit us here at the hotel soon. But other than that, it's been a really smooth day for us. I loved getting to hang out with Maris earlier, and the boys just loved that coffee shop and getting to run around and their doggy ice cream. I always love trying to do special things like that for my transport dogs. You know, I plan our whole route and all of the stops that we do and the hotels that we stay at around what the dogs like and what the dogs need. I really think of this as the ultimate road trip for your dogs, not just A to B transportation. But so today we went from Oak Grove, Missouri here to Nashville, Tennessee, which means that we did about 550 miles of driving. So even despite the storms and the long stop in St. Louis, we still covered a pretty good distance today. So I'm feeling good. It's 3 a.m. and we were jolted awake by a tornado warning on my phone a few minutes ago. And it's just a torrential storm outside. The lightning looks really wild on the other side of the hotel here. And I can hear tornado sirens going off all around us. So that's new for me. I've never heard like actual tornado sirens before. As fun as Maris was just telling me about tornado sirens yesterday. The dogs don't seem to be too bothered. They're snuggled up here next to me. I think their CBD treats are working, so that's good. But man, what a wild transport. I've never driven through tornadoes before, so I guess I can add this to the list. All right, guys, it has been a long night for us. It's about 8 a.m. right now, and tornado sirens were going off all around us until about 6 a.m. The tornado warning on my phone was going off, you know, every few minutes. Every time I would start to doze back off, the sirens outside and my phone would start just like screaming. Luckily, Basher and Shifu weren't too bothered. They snuggled up next to me. Those CBD treats worked, so we kept each other calm and safe, so that was nice. And I eventually got like another hour of sleep after the siren stopped around 6. So we're getting a little bit later start than usual today, getting on the road here at 8 a.m. I think we'll be going through the storm for the next couple of hours, but we'll hopefully be out of it by this afternoon. But today we'll be driving down south through Chattanooga and then Atlanta, and then we'll actually be spending tonight at my house in Jacksonville. Sebastian and Shifu will get to hang out with my dogs, Turkey and King, and then we'll be delivering them in Miami tomorrow. We've been driving through rain off and on all morning, and we're stopped at this really cool rest stop outside of Calhoun, Georgia right now. So we're getting a nice walk in while there's no rain. Alrighty guys, it's about 7 p.m. and we made it to my house in Jacksonville, Florida. We've been running around the yard together the last few minutes, and Turkey and King are very excited to see Basher and Shifu again. The weather's beautiful after driving through storms all morning, so we are just very happy to be out of the car in good weather, see my dogs for a night, and get to all have fun together. I have to have Basher and Shifu delivered in Miami midday tomorrow, so we are going to enjoy the evening together here as a family, and then we will be on the road about 5 a.m. tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It's about 5 a.m. and we had a great night together. I always love getting to have transport dogs stay at my house like this It's just so much fun. But we are about to get back on the road right now. We have about 400 miles to get down to where they live in Coral Gables. I'll deliver them, and then I am going to have lunch with another pet business owner down there. And then I'll drive the 6 hours back to Jacksonville and return my rental car. So it's going to be a long day for us. We're rolling out here at about 5:30 a.m. and I don't expect to get home until probably 9 p.m. or so tonight. But before we get back on the road to do this last 400 miles, I am writing a quick thank you card for the clients. If you guys have watched any of my other pet sitting videos or pet transportation videos, you guys know that I'm a really big advocate for these little extra personal touches that we can add to our services. So I have these branded stationery cards that I'll write a little thank you note inside of. And then I ordered some of our best pictures from the trip via the Walgreens app. I ordered like 5 pictures. I got the world's largest Czech egg there, the world's largest Easel, their doggy ice cream at the coffee shop that we went to with Maris. These dogs are just so easy to get good pictures of, and the clients always love little stuff like this, and I love doing stuff like this for my clients, so it's just fun. I love it. I'm so grateful to get to do this for a living. All right, it's about 9 a.m. and we just did our last potty break of the trip here in Melbourne, Florida. So we only have about 3 hours left to get to their house and deliver them. But I went through the Starbucks drive-through while we're here, and the lady in front of us actually paid for my coffee. I couldn't believe it. Just so incredible. And I just wanted to say that, like, seeing the kindness of people like this is one of my favorite things about doing long distance pet transportation. You know, I find myself at random gas stations, random hotels, random coffee shops all over the country, in little tiny towns and areas that I would never otherwise have a reason to be in. And what I've found over the years of doing this is that there are just incredibly kind, genuine, good people everywhere in this country. And we all have so much more in common than I think the media wants us to believe. If you turn on the news or if you scroll on Facebook, it seems like we're always trying to be divided, and we're always being trying. They're always trying to like pit us against each other and point out our differences. And I just think that's so wrong, because when I'm out here actually interacting with real people in the real world, they're kind, they're nice, they're genuine, they're beautiful. And I just get to see that in such a real way when I'm doing pet transports. And it's just incredible. It's something that I think about a lot while I'm on the road. And alrighty, it's about 3 p.m. and I got Basher and Shifu delivered to their family here in Coral Gables. Um, I'm always sad to tell those dogs bye. I just love them so much, and despite this trip being a little challenging with the tornadoes and stuff, it was still just such an incredible journey with them, and their family went ahead and booked me for another transport in June, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on that vlog. I do post videos here on the Doug the Dog Guy channel every Wednesday. And, I'm just so grateful to get to do this for a living. Getting to take dogs on the road trip of their lifetime like this is just such an incredible and heartwarming and meaningful experience for me. And I would love to help you and your family in this way. If you have a big move coming up, or if you have multiple homes across the country and you go back and forth, I would love to help you get your pets from here to there. I do usually transport in the client's vehicle, so you can get pet and auto transportation all in one. Or if you don't need your vehicle transported, I'll drive a rental car like I did with Basher and Shifu. So you can head to badtothebonepetcare.com/transportation to see more about my transportation service and get in contact with me there. And I appreciate you guys watching this video, even if you're not interested in my transportation services. I have a lot of fun making the videos, doing the transports. It's all just fun to me. I love it. I really do. So with that, I've got a 6-hour drive home back to Jacksonville, and then I'll get the rental car delivered, and then this gig will be a wrap. So thanks for joining me. I'm Doug the Dog Guy from Bad to the Bone Pet Care, reminding you to stay positive.